So the other thing is too is that, you know, we copy a lot of things our parents do and that there, and you know, as well as saying that we don't do things for free, right? So I've made it a big thing on my channel. You got to pay some fees to get advice, you know.
Yeah, well, there's also the problem that, you know, radio, so you give some advice, so you might, the person asks you a question, so you know, do you charge him $50, or do you say, well, I've saved you 20,000, so how about giving me 10% of that? And that's the dilemma.
Well,
see, which way do you go?
Look, some of them, they do flick you some money. Like Clyde sponsored the channel. He sent me a fair bit of money. He's been a really good guy. Clyde's been great. He's probably sent me about 200 US. He named the studio after him. And he's sponsored me. He's always supported me. He's been very, very good to me, Clyde. And the other thing is I've been started saying on my channel is tell your fuckhead friends, because I want them to tell their friends about my channel. But you've always disliked friends, haven't you?
Oh,
you don't trust friends. They're cunts.
Oh well, didn't have time for friends because I had the kids growing up and I was studying part-time. I did accountancy part-time.
Sure.
I was working very hard, travelling around in my job. I didn't really have time for friends. I've never been a friend person. And
you want a friend, get a dog, isn't it?
No, well, it's good to have
friends
too.
You've had clients, haven't you?
Yeah.
If you're not getting a fee out of them, they can fuck off, aren't they? What's a friend in need is a pest, isn't that right? You look at those fucking friends you had there, that Diane and Tony, right? You fucking helped them. You hosed their house out after they were flooded. You gave them money. You did everything for them, and that they haven't really been that great to you.
Well, they haven't. They vanished, and they were more friends with Erica than
they were embarrassed that they were financially in the shitter. They weren't fucking that grateful cunts, and a lot of these friends are jerks, aren't they? They're just circle jerkers, aren't they?
Yeah, well, friends are friends.
They can't. I mean, we'll just be honest here. We're just talking. I don't have that many viewers. Not many people are watching. And be honest with these people. You really hate friends, don't you? Let's be honest. On the channel, we're just going to have some honesty instead of pretending to be nice.
No, I don't hate anybody. I like everybody. I
but
don't hate them. I just
they're a pest. They're a pest.
No, I've never been a person that's been with friends. My friends have been my partner normally.
If you can't fuck them, they're no good to you, are they?
Oh, yeah, I don't put it that way.
No, but seriously, come on. Let's not muck around here. Let's get to the point.
No,
you don't like friends, do you? You don't like friends. The truth is, you don't like friends. You dislike friends. You don't trust friends.
I think sometimes it's good to have friends because if like, you know, friends that if I had friends which I usually could have made in the political parties, which I was in.
But you can't really stand those circle jerkers.
I could have got positions in the government and things like that, positions in job offers.
Yeah, but you've earned good money. You've earned good money all your life.
Well, I didn't do that, and but
they're slimy. They're fucking slimy. The political parties are slimy fuckers.
Well, yeah. What's your best friend?
Oh, my best friend is my fucking watch on the wrist. The world time. That's my best friend. These circle jerkers, they can all go and fuck themselves. Circle jerkers, you know that? Have you heard that term before?
No, I never heard that joke.
Circle jerkers. Circle jerking is when you have a group of blokes who are wanking in the middle of a circle jerk. They're all That's what it is, because that's what most friends aren't worth the shit they're written on, are they? These friends. You hate friends. How many friends have you got? Seriously. How many friends have you got now? Seriously, how many friends?
Well, what's it matter to you?
How many friends? Friends. You don't really have that many.
I've never had.
You never had. They're pain in the ass.
No, they're not pains in the ass. It's just I'm not a friend person.
You've been busy. You had to make money. You had to make money. You had to buy investment houses.
I like to.
You like to make profits.
I don't use friends. I'm happy to help them with advice or whatever, but I don't want to be in a position where I'm using other people for advice for free and whatever.
Sure.
I've never been a friend person, and that stems from in my childhood when I had problems in speaking, whatever. So that was a problem with stuttering, and so that type of person normally doesn't have friends at all. They're a bit like you. They swear and carry on like that. In fact, there's a good case. I went there to one of the groups. I was the national treasurer of this association, and but we went to this meetings in Brisbane in particular one time, and this guy is an investor, and we said to him, well, what do you invest in? What do you invest in? And he said, oh, fucking banks. I invest in banks. And we said, well, why don't you invest in anything else? No, I fucking invest in banks. The trouble was he couldn't say anything else. You know, so he had to say, fucking banks. And it wasn't that he was a complete idiot, but he couldn't say anything else.
Sure.
So he found it easy to say, fucking banks. And he had nab, because he couldn't say Commonwealth, he got stuck on the C. So you nab.
Did he do well?
Well, he did in that time. Banks were doing very well, and yes, he would have doubled his money, perhaps tripled his money, whilst other companies didn't do as well. But he, so people with speech problems, they tend not to have friends because of that problem. They find it hard to get together. They find it hard to have a beer and crack a joke because they can't tell a joke. The moment when the crux of the joke is, they get stuck on the word.
Do you think your life has been poorer by not having friends?
Yeah, it has in a sense.
What do you mean it has? You're fucking lying. You hate these circle jerkers. You hate the cunts. You don't like friends.
I don't.
You don't like friends,
I think
do you?
you're taking extreme view.
No, I'm just telling you the truth.
I've had friends of sorts, you know, like one of my good friends was Patrick Ponting, you know. I shouldn't have mentioned his name, I suppose. He was a state president and national president of CPAs, and
You weren't that
I was on the committee. No,
that's an associate. That's not a friend.
No, he was a friend.
A friend. You know the difference between a friend and an associate?
What?
You can turn up. Patrick could turn up here with a fucking body in the boot of the car. You'd help him get rid of it. That's a friend, right?
That's a criminal.
That's a fucking friend, right?
How many friends like that are you?
No, I'm just saying that's how you value friendship. A friendship, you could turn up with a body in the boot and then help you get rid of it.
Yeah. Well,
you know that's a fucking friend.
That's a strange definition of
no,
friend.
I'm just saying to you, that's what a friend is, isn't it?
No.
How many friends do you have?
I like that. Oh, I've got a lot of those type of friends. The whole time with bodies in the back of the car. No,
so other friends would say, I can't help you. They'd be on the phone with the police as soon as you drove out, you know. Hey, there's a fucking guys.
I think friends are good in some contexts. They're very good. It's good to have friends and associates or people you...
No, but how many friends do you have?
Well, in the accounting, I see...
No, but they're clients. They're not friends. They're not friends. They're clients.
Well, what do you mean? Well, what's a friend? A person that stays at your place every day, every half hour is down here chasing after your wife or something. I don't need friends like that. I had a friend. I was in JC's and blinking. Every bastard was, was trying to find, chase my wife, because they wanted a bit of a fling. And
they're not friends.
Well, that's right. I left that place. So what's a friend? A friend, I'd imagine that there are cases where you do have a good friend. I used to, when I was in the bank, I had a person I'd walk around at lunchtime, spend lunchtime every time. We'd talk and discuss things. He'd talk about Ireland and I'd talk about...
What happened to him then? You see him again?
Well, he worked for me for a while when I started the accounting practice, but it's me. I didn't nurture that. I just... And also, when I left the Commonwealth Bank, all the guys used to come invite me for Christmas lunch, even though I wasn't still working there, and they did things, but I never nurtured that. I let it go.
You're like poison. You're like poison for these friends.
No, I'm not poison. I just didn't want to. I'm not a person that does that. So I'm more of a loner, and it's a bit like Andrew, my brother. Sure. He's a loner too. He just does things by himself, and he's happy in his own thing. I just want probably one good friend as my companion in life. If I've got one or whatever, and I don't want any other very close friends. If it happened and somebody became friendly for some reason or other, well that'd be nice too.
Sure.
Because there's real benefits. In your case, for instance, if you had 3 or 4 good friends in the public service, they could have got jobs for you to tell you when there's an opening.
Yeah, that's right.
Erica, your mother helped Olga, for instance, get a job in the ABC.
They're ungrateful sons of bitches. They're ungrateful. They fucking stab you in the back then later on.
Well,
you know that?
Partly true, I suppose.
It's fucking terrible, you know?
That's the nature of friends. They get jealous. Some get jealous, some want you. They revel in your misery sometimes.
Sure, misery has many friends.
Yeah, misery has got many friends. Yeah.
That's right. I like hearing about misery, people's misery. You know.
No, I like people.
So no friends, no friends. Really, is there?
What?
You've got clients, associates, right?
I haven't.
You don't need friends.
I don't have any strong friends because I haven't got time to spend with them. I really, to have a friend, you got to nurture that friendship. You got to go out, ring them up now and then, have a talk, go to their place, and they come to your place. When Erica was around, we did have friends. She used to nurture that.
You don't have friends.
But I don't nurture that sort of thing. Erica used to, and
you don't have friends
to a certain extent was. Well, not any close friends at this stage in life because I've never nurtured that. My companions have, my partners have, and therefore I just take along and then I become friends because of that. But I'm not a person that builds up. I mean, like another gentleman wanted me to go overseas with him and whatever, Chris, and I didn't want to do that. I want to do my own thing my way. I don't want to.
You don't want to be fucking controlled.